Mic though. Hallelujah. Mic check. 1, 2. Yeah. All right. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, and I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard a living, and I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, and I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me please. Then he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. But oh, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Change gon' come. Welcome to Little Big Voices. Let's get it. Yo.
Big Voices Live. Wow. Corey. That was just so touching, man. I almost started crying at the end, dude.
I did
That was
start
something.
crying.
Hey, everybody, I got my partner in crime here, Melvin Martinez. And I say crime because we've come very close to doing some illegal stuff together.
Well, like what?
Like running this station like
Oh,
this. Anyway, this is season 2 opener, and I wouldn't be here without that woman. And I also wouldn't be here without Donna Stevens, who I honor every day. She has pictures up in the studio now. And she was my friend who passed away suddenly on August 10th last year. And after 100 days of crying, I put her picture on the wall. And I just said, and I just saw her going, it's time, Mark, because I took off 3 months. She just said, it's time, man. It's time to make people laugh and give them a song and bring some, it's time, Mark, let's go. So that was the last time I cried. For now, I miss her terribly. But anyway, so we're here though, and this is the opener of season 2. We got a big year for us, right? And Melba, you're to blame for that as well.
Yeah, I am, because I'm your neighbor.
Yeah.
And I'm your fellow, your brother, sister.
You are my
family
sister.
Member.
You are my sister, man. All these people here, we got a house full of people here, don't we?
No.
I love it. Let's do a couple of crew invites here. First of all, everybody, and Kathy, bring up audience mic on this one. First of all, I want to introduce the talented, and Lalo, you can do what drummers do when they get introduced. You can switch the switcher around if you want to. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lalo. Lalo. There you go, baby. We got a crew cam. That's one of our improvements this season was a crew cam, Melba.
Yeah, I know. You did a beautiful job.
While I was crying around Donna, she said, while you're crying, you need to get some stuff and upgrade this thing. Because you're slipping. You're always talking to the crew, but you can't see them. I was like, you're right, Donna.
But you know what? I think it's like you're becoming a rose.
Oh.
Aren't you?
Dude, I wish we had a picture of that rose right now.
I think I do. Right now, I'm going to go get it.
Okay. So in the meantime, though, we got Sparkles on audio. Let's give it up for Sparkles on audio tonight, y'all. Everybody. Let's hear it from the green room. I need to hear some noise from the green room back there. Okay.
We have a whole crew.
We got a big, beautiful crew.
Talented and beautiful human beings.
Yep. We got David on camera 2 tonight. That's a brand new slider camera. Donna said, you got to get a slider. I go, you don't even know what a slider is. And you're not supposed to be talking to me anymore, but she was. Anyway, so David's on slider. Let's give him up a big hand tonight.
Woo, David.
And my production buddy, I respect him a ton, Sam, hails from Chicago, Illinois, but he's calling this his home. Let's make him feel like home, y'all. Sam on cameras and lighting.
Sam, we need him. We need Sam all the time.
Oh, my gosh. And before I forget her, I better hear from the green room on this one, is Laura, our production coordinator.
Oh, isn't she good?
Oh, let's hear it for Laura.
Woo-hoo, Laura!
Laura did all this work, and then when we couldn't do it because the baby Isageddon, we thought it was going to be bad. We had to postpone.
Yeah.
And so Laura is in a wedding right now. At a wedding. I don't think she's getting married. But she couldn't be here after all that work she did. So that's why I wanted to give her a big hand there.
She's here in spirit for sure.
And I want to give, in our green room, our hospitality manager, Susan, a big round of applause.
Oh, Susan, yay.
Man. She walked in while I was getting my show shower. And I was committed this year to not take the show shower after 4 o'clock. Because, remember episode 1?
Oh, yeah.
Show shower was like 7 minutes to the show. and Melva was running around with my hair gel. Because I was like, I can't get this hair gel open. And so she got it open, but then I didn't have time to put it on. So she just walked around with me. And I finally got my hair gel on. And so I was like, each episode, I tried to take my shower earlier, but it just didn't work out. And so I was getting I thought, way cool early shower. Susan shows up. I'm like, hello, is anybody home? I'm like, you bet, Little Big Voice is in the house. And so she set up this beautiful spread in the green room, welcomed everybody, just beautiful human being, and an extraordinary, transcendental acupuncturist, massage therapist. I wanted her to change her tagline to transcendental. It's incredible. So, if y'all are hurting, she's the one to heal. All right, next up is Christy, our social media manager tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's give it up for Christy.
Christy.
I thought Christy might walk out on me right before the show because she's like, I need you. And I go, I can't. I got to edit this intro real quick because it was the thing that took the place of my last-minute shower. So anyway, she hung tough with me. And Christy, Christy's on mic tonight. Can you bring her up a little bit, Kathy? Christy, how you doing in the green room? Are you still in the green room?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
And how are things going online? Have we seen ourselves online tonight?
Yes, we got a couple very engaged folks.
Bring her up a little bit louder, Kathy, if you can. Well, Christy, I think you'll move in here at a little point so I can communicate with you better.
Sounds
But
good.
yeah, if you're online watching right now, I love you. I mean, I do already love you because you showed up, and you showed up for us. You showed up for you, and I got people online tonight that when I went in the '90s, I lived in a place just like this, and they're online tonight. My friends from there. 30 years later, we're still talking, still texting, still having friends. So friends can be forever. And so, but God, we got our first audience ever from Louisiana. They're here tonight.
Woohoo!
And Hermes, the cook, and I tonight, we spent a lot of time talking to people from Louisiana, trying to figure out how we're going to cook tonight, because we got 2 guests from Louisiana. And don't tell one of them, but one of them's from northern Louisiana. Oh, that's trouble, y'all. That's where all the casinos are and all the rich people are.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what they tell me from Louisiana. But and I did a music video in Welsh, Louisiana in the '90s, and they were the nicest people ever. I wish half of Louisiana would just move here. It would just even everything out.
A lot of them have.
I know, but not enough of them. We need to help them with our California brothers and sisters. They a little too many of them, maybe. Not enough Louisiana in the house, I think.
Well, you know what? I think as we go through our program tonight, we're going to actually see everyone become a rose.
Oh, yeah, we are. Hey, let's see this painting real quick, and then I'll finish the crew invites.
Can you see it?
Yeah, come this way a little bit, Melba. Yeah, toward your face.
Toward my face?
Yeah.
How about
That's
that?
away from your face. There we go. There we
yeah.
go. So Melba on episode 1, there's so many cool things that happened on episode 1. And one of them was Stephen Davis, who sang. He was our musical guest. And I forgot his second song. I got so excited that we were live and we were going to close on time and everything. I forgot his song. So he's back tonight on season 2 opener to sing that song.
Great.
And it fits perfectly with our theme. And he brought, I don't know, we'll show that wine bottle over there. He brought this cool bottle of wine that had a 1 on it, like in bronze. And I was like, man, that's cool. And Melba painted me as a rose and presented it to me on episode 1. And so I asked her to bring this painting tonight. This painting is called Becoming. Yeah.
Becoming a rose.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Melba paints people as roses.
I sure do.
And that was a huge part of, me coming here and doing this. Was I went to Melba's apartment one time, and she has a paint studio like this, but it paint everywhere. It paint on her clothes, paint everywhere. Paint on the paint cans, paint on the green beans, everything. And so I was like, how do you do this? How do you do this in this little place? And that's what inspired me. And so I just decided to do that. I just decided to try my hand at doing what I love. And I'd always wanted to live in a studio every time I'm in a studio. Like, I want to give a shout out real quick to my friend Kelly Shores. He's Parkside Media, but he also has a drone show called Ready, Set, Drum.
Wow.
And give a shout out to him and Chris.
Well, you've done an incredible
Because
job here.
these
Oh, my
guys are another reason we're doing the show. Chris was up here last night helping with all sorts of stuff. But this is my favorite water bottle. Go to Ready, Set, Drone if you're into drones, because my friend Kelly will help you out. He's so good. He's a great producer, too. And I got a computer of his. I called him yesterday. That's what kind of guy he is. I called him yesterday and go, hey, man, I need a new show computer. And just duck under it if you need to, bro. That's not really ducking, Hermes. Anyway.
It's goosing.
We're going to do some limbering exercises before the show. Like, we should just do yoga, maybe.
Well, are we going to talk to Hermes? Because we want to talk
Oh, yeah,
about
we're talking to
disco
Hermes. Don't
50.
go too far, Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes, we need
I got
you.
cooking to do, my
I
friend.
know, but be right back. We got to talk to you.
We'll see what watch out.
I mean, you really have done
And
a
some-
magnificent job with the studio.
Thank you. Well, again, when I was in my grieving, I just kind of every day, that's how I sort of calmed myself, I guess, was just, hey, let's put a crew cam up, or let's put a mic up. We got
I
mics
want
on
to see
the
whose
crew
card
tonight.
it's not mine.
We also have mouthwash in wardrobe now, y'all. Did y'all notice that? Anybody notice the mouthwash? That was huge.
I really like that you are showing us how to really live life. Not
You
just
think?
talk about it, but really do it.
Thank
I
you,
mean, look
Melba.
what you've done.
Well, this is
And
it.
all
This
the
makes me
community
happy.
that
you know?
has helped you with it.
Oh, it goes on and on, man. I'm going to introduce Hermes in a second, but I wanted to make sure we got David. Who else we got on the crew? Who did I forget? Somebody forget? If I did, I'll come back at you. We'll talk to Hermes. Hermes has got quite the dinner for us. Yeah. So for those who haven't experienced it yet, we have a big show dinner after the show, right after the show. So he's cooking with his amazingly talented Athena daughter named Athena. And she was on episode 1 and 2 with Hermes. He cooked on episode 1 and 2. But anyway, I got together with him and we figured out a thing. So he's out there cooking. He's cooking a bunch of cool stuff. But fish cakes are one of them. We're deep frying. Mm-hmm. So that's another improvement.
It's
Little Big Voices has a deep fryer now.
Well, and
that's
did you
crazy.
mention Kathy?
Kathy? Sparkles?
Yeah, Sparkles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been like from day one.
Be great. And then we got a great guest lineup tonight.
I know.
A great guest lineup. But
who's in the lineup?
Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to hear from this guy Micah first, and what a sweet guy. Like, that's the first thing I'd say about him. I met him while Donna died suddenly with her best friend for 40 years instantly in this drunk driver crash. And the woman, Cynthia Shada, she's a great chiropractor and healer and businesswoman here in Austin for all that time. And she was my chiropractor for a while. And I saw her a ton over the years. And anyway, they died, and her sister asked me to come do a podcast at her service. Mm. And I go, I've never done that. Like, that was that's the kind of thing I wish I had thought of, how interesting. And because everyone grieves differently and talks about stuff differently. And so I went in this back room at the clinic where they had this open house and then a service, and people came back. And it was the deepest kind of speaking and talking. Just immediately. They walked in. None of them had been on a mic before, including Micah, despite his name. Never been on a mic, Maybe that was why Micah, maybe that's why. Anyway, so I'd never been on. And Micah rolled up in there like, 6th or 7th or 8th. I mean, I did it for 6 hours. And I'm going to release it on Little Big Voices. It's a 3.5-hour podcast. And even if you never met her, it's so good.
Wow.
And but Micah got in there, and I just had this immediate connection with him. Like many of you, it's just immediate. And so as soon as he started talking, I said, he's going to be on the podcast. I just liked everything about him. So I'm excited for you to meet him. Mm-hmm. After that, we have Anna, and I just found out her full name is Anastasia, and I just love saying Anastasia.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful name. And so LaShawn and Anastasia are going to come on after that, and we've got more musical from Stephen and Corey. And then, I met them at Magnolia Cafe around midnight after Corey and I were doing a music video, and he invited LaShawn out, and Anna came out, and I heard just a tiny bit of their story, and I was like, man, what good human beings. Mm. I just, my dad said, don't worry, just hang out with people you want to be like. He said, everything else will take care of itself. And that's what I do. I want to hang out with those guys, and then they let me come over to the sound studio the other day, and I hung out there, and we shot another video over there. We're going to show at the end of the night.
Wow.
Of Corey singing that song in the studio.
Corey.
And so anyway, I got to hang around them a little bit, and Anastasia was running camera on part of the video. I handed her a camera 20 seconds before we started, and she's got shots in that video.
I saw that video. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Talking that mic.
Okay, here we go.
There you go.
But I'm not kidding you. That video is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to show it at the end of the show. And so anyway, but I got one word for LaShawn, because I've spent more time with them than Anna right now. But my one word for LaShawn is generous.
Oh, wow.
Just a generous human.
The minute I met her, I could tell.
Yeah.
What a beautiful light.
And they're engaged.
Oh, my gosh.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Are you going to announce their wedding date, or?
We might just get married on here.
Yeah, let's do.
Right?
Let's do.
Y'all get ready.
Yeah, have a podcast wedding.
I told you I wouldn't ask you any hard questions, but I didn't say I wouldn't marry you.
Wedding on the air.
I guess we could get my credentials live right now. I'd be honored to marry them any day. I wonder who our first wedding will be.
That'll be, I think, them.
Yeah, I'd rather do them than Princess Di.
Well, the fact that we're having new beginnings is our theme.
Yeah.
Them getting married is going to fit beautifully with that.
Uh-huh.
And all the guests that you've talked about,
Yeah.
you met them in really important moments in your life.
Yes.
New beginning friendships.
Yeah.
It's almost like we can celebrate our happy birthday.
Yes. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm going to let her do it because she wants to do this birthday hat thing. And I was like,
Because these are
no.
antique birthday hats. And I was
You have them with
putting
you?
things together, and then I thought, oh, my
Why
God.
don't I tell you what? Why don't you send Micah in on with the birthday hat?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And let's see if
all
he
of
can
our
hold
guests,
it.
maybe they'll
At least come on with the birthday
come on
hat.
with an antique birthday hat, just celebrating new beginnings.
I said I'd take care of y'all. I will,
Okay, new
but
beginnings.
I'd like to do it in a birthday cap for just a minute. But let's don't mess up Anna's hair. She's looking beautiful
Okay,
tonight.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't want to be on the other side of making her not look good, And so then, but who else do we got to thank?
Micah is our first guest.
Micah. Oh, and then
Second-
Don Hale's coming on.
Yeah.
Don Hale, I've known for since, I don't know, probably 1994 or 5. And he hates it when I call him mentor, so I'm not going to. But he is one of my spiritual guides and has seen me through the hardest, darkest times. So he's going to come on and talk about some of his dark times and talk about some of the crazy, cool things he's doing anyway.
I can't.
And he's
wait
got
for
a
people to meet
cool
him.
book he wants to talk about. He's excited about a new version of John in the Bible, and so he'll talk about that. But yeah, Don Hale, he's on episode 2 of my audio podcast. If you want to learn more about Don.
Don is going to blow you guys away. I mean, I dare you to look into his eyes.
Oh yeah, you'll turn to stone or something. Yeah.
Yeah. What a beautiful human being.
I don't think he likes this either, but I'm whispering so he won't hear me. But I think he's like Dumbledore.
Yes.
He is just got the kindest way of doing the biggest magic. And you won't even notice it. He's just magical all of a sudden. So anyway, I can't wait for he come on. And so we're going to try. We've never had 5 grown people here at the table. We're going to try that, and I'm excited for it. And if y'all watching at home have some questions. Do we have anything from the audience, Christy, we want to talk about?
Well, Laura's saying hello. She said the studio looks wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah, so get
Thank you,
them-
Laura.
I want you to do, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Should grab
Kathy, is
this
Christy's
crap
mic up
kinda
good and loud?
mush it up in there.
Can you
Okay?
hear me?
Right? Because
Okay, never mind. Take Hermes out then. All right, well, thanks, Laura, for watching. And do we have any people from Louisiana online? That would be, that'd be awesome to find.
hates me.
So, all right. Well,
They're like, what did I do? Okay, how we do
oh yeah, Laura. That's Amy's
right.
mom. That's Amy's mom. Hey, Laura. Laura really helped us a lot. And let's get Hermes in here, Kathy, if we can. We're going to talk to him a little bit. And then we're going to bring Micah on, and we're going to hear another song from Corey D. And Solace. And then Stephen's going to sing for us. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Where did you meet Corey? What an incredible sound and tone.
Don't even get me started
Beautiful.
on Corey. Yeah, I was doing a shoot over at the African American Youth Harvest Foundation. I hope I got that right. Did I? Good. And there was this guy there. He surprised me. Now I was thinking about this today, Corey. I was thinking about how humble, how just like just a guy hanging out, looking. I was showing him one of my cameras. He was all interested and then he goes, "You should come see my studio over at the side of the building." And I went over there after we were shooting, and we just got to talking. And come on, Hermes, do the limbo, dude. You can pass in front. It's okay. FCC is not gonna get us. There goes Hermes' head. Yeah, everybody, that's Hermes' head, y'all. We should have a little Hermes head cam.
Well, I want to make sure.
A little Hermes head cam.
I want to make
I
sure
think it's
that,
gonna work.
Hey, Hermes, is that light on in there?
that we get Corey's album cover name or something because
Dude, he is an album cover, man. Anyway,
it was
I went in the studio. We started talking, and it was just uncanny, our connection. we started sharing personal stuff right away, and he and I have a lot in common from a personal standpoint. And, you know, I'm a lot older than him, and it's like it just felt like friends right away. And that was such a good feeling, and I always feel super honored when somebody, the older I get, the more I just notice being a little invisible sometimes, if you can imagine that, you know, and or maybe not relevant at times. And God, he just gave me a gift. He's just right there. Like when you're with Corey, he's right there, you know. Now, he's also on 2 phones and also telepathically texting somebody else at the same time. But he's got stuff to do, Melba.
Well,
He's got a job.
I felt his voice was, I told him, I said I thought he was gifted.
Yeah.
And I meant that. A gift that very rare when you hear that tone.
Yesterday, he was over here rehearsing, and we were playing, and Patrick was over here. He's going to be on the show next month, Little Big Love. And Patrick is an expert on fatherly love and has written a book. So we're going to explore different kinds of love next episode.
Nice.
Romantic love, divine love, you know, spiritual love. And we're going to explore. So he was over here because I was like, he called and he goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I need like 5, 6 people over here right now." And he goes, "I'll come over." And he came over and he was just putting together stools. He put up new lights in kitchen disco. He outlined Hanuman there. Like Hanuman was now like, "You think we could outline Hanuman? Because he's my man." And he goes, "Yeah." And he did it so perfectly. He was sitting over here working quietly. Corey and I were rehearsing, and we stopped, and he goes, "I got one thing to say to Corey." He was way over here. And he goes, I forget what he said, Corey. He goes something like, "His mama did him right," or something like that.
Wow.
And I was like, and Corey goes, "That's totally true." He said, "That's right." And then he leaned down and he goes, "Is he talking about my mama? Did he say something about my mama?" We were joking with Patrick. "Is you talking about his mama? No? What are you doing?" Anyway, but that's that was just so cool to have Patrick. And then Patrick said the same thing you did. He just said, "God, he's so talented."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But speaking of mamas,
Yep.
we got to do a shout out to Darlene, don't you
Oh,
think?
Darlene. Everyone say, hey, bring up the audience mic. Everybody say, "Hey, Darlene."
Hey, Darlene.
Hey, darling.
All right. That's good.
Yeah, your
She's
mama did something good, too.
she's in Gainesville, Georgia right now, and she's moving to Austin, Texas,
Moving
y'all,
to
in a month
Austin,
and a
yeah.
half.
We're looking forward to that, Darlene.
And she's going to be on the show. She is, oh, my word, I'm going to get her in here, and we're going to put her on. Because if she was born 20 years later, she'd have been the CEO of a Fortune 500 company in a heartbeat. She's got the skill, the compassion, the understanding, and the can-do thing. And she just was born early before people had that chance a lot. And she worked a lot. But when I was born, she's like, "Oh, I guess I better watch him for a few years, make sure he doesn't get in trouble." But she's so good, just a good human. So she'll be on the show. Thanks for remembering her. All right, let's check in in Kitchen Disco.
Kitchen Disco.
And let's check in with Hermes.
Hi.
Hermes, how you doing in there? Let's get Mike
Great.
in here.
Everything's fantastic.
Is it? Let's
Sure.
bring the monitor down just a hair, Kathy, to keep that ringing.
I might too loud again.
Yeah, you're good.
That's the thing I do.
You're good.
It's good.
So what's up for dinner tonight, bro?
Well, we have a couple different things. The kind of main thing going on is red beans and rice.
Oh, let's give it up for red beans and rice, y'all. Come on.
Yes.
Now, is that with sausage or not?
I'm planning on having 2 batches right at the end.
Yeah.
Because the deal is you put sausage in right towards the end so it doesn't, kind of get lost a little bit in things. And so at that point, I'm going to divert some off. It's going to take an off ramp
Yeah.
into weird land.
Hey, and David and Laura are Amy's parents. Amy lives across the place from me. And has she been out there? She been on a smoke break?
She has. She's been assaulting us. And,
Okay, good.
Yes.
Well, her parents live in Louisiana, and they were our first guests, Laura and David, and we want to give them a big shout out. And we called them the other day. I was with Hermes. I was like, let's just call them and see what they say. Because I said, Hermes, let's do something Louisiana-inspired food. And he's like, "I've never cooked that." I said, "Me neither." But I have 2 guests from Louisiana. Micah's one of them, going to be here with us in a second. And so Anyway,
And they were like, oh, I don't know if we can really help that much. And then they just like were a wealth of information. It was amazing.
they were a huge wealth. I thought it was funny when we called them.
Yeah.
The first thing they said, and this is what probably most Southern people say, is they said, where's your guest from? And I didn't know where LaShawn was from yet. But I said, Micah, I said, is he from the north? And they said it a little bit like with attitude. And I said, why? What if he's from the north? And she goes, They just go, They were like, they want to say, but they're like, it's a bunch of rich people live up there. They don't know how to eat crawfish, kind of thing.
Right.
And I didn't know, but then I called Micah. I'm like, hey, where are you from? Are you in the north? And he goes, yeah. And so we got a north and south thing going on. I found out LaShawn is from New Orleans. So that's pretty cool. And Micah worked. This is what's crazy. We called Micah too. We said, Micah, we're going to try to do Louisiana food. Can you tell us about it? So we had a great conversation with Micah too. Yeah. And he has worked in one of the finest restaurants in New Orleans. So he knew New Orleans food too, as well as what he grew up with. And so, but man, at Kermie's, I'm so happy. You've been working so hard. This guy is working so hard this week. We're feeding somewhere around 20 people tonight in the studio right after the meal. And so it's no easy feat to turn a studio into a dinner party, but we're going to do it tonight,
We have expanded past the boundaries of the studio even.
Yeah.
To make this happen. So it's, I'm going off into a magical place to do some magical frying of fish cakes.
Yeah.
Which is going to be good.
And Hermes is a great cook. He made some amazing deep dish quiche on episode 1 and made some amazing sushi rolls, like crazy different kinds of sushi rolls on episode 2. So we're in good hands with Hermes, and we're going to check back in with you. And
Sounds
feel
good.
free to come and go as you need to. It's all cool. We now have the Hermes head cam, so it's okay.
I'm especially going to be around for the
All
second
right,
half.
let me introduce my next guest, Michael Williamson. Thanks for being here, man. And I need you to get up on that mic, brother. Woo! Here you go.
You ready for my limbo?
Yeah, go for it.
Limbo time.
There you go. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, that sounds good. How's the green room doing, Micah? Everything okay in there?
Very chill.
Yeah. Is it? So is that because Susan's is she giving everybody body work or something? What's she doing back there?
No, but the tea's great.
The tea is good.
Yeah.
She made. Oh, we have a show drink. Susan, if someone find out from Susan what the name of our show drink is, or let's make one up real quick because we've never had a show drink. Anyway, can you describe it?
It has rose hips in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fancy. That's pretty fancy, man. Anyway, we'll find out the show drink name. Micah, thanks for being here. And I wondered if we could start a little bit. So I met Micah, like I said, at that memorial service, and we did a podcast together. And I just liked you so much, man. I liked where you were coming from. I liked what you talked about, and you were describing your relationship to Cynthia and what she meant to you, and that was just fed my soul the whole thing that day. But just wanted to say thank you for doing that day, and thank you for saying yes to coming on here. Yeah.
I'm honored. Thank you.
And Micah told me some of his story there, and I said, man, that story needs to get told. That's just such an important story. And I've noticed, and myself, Micah, is like, I assume walking down the road who that person is, right? Like who they are. And when I need you super close, brother, like that. There you go. That, like we were that day. That's good. But I don't know them. And the more people I talk to, the more I realize everyone's got a story, everyone's got something to say and something to be heard, or something to show, some gift or something. And we talked about you coming to Austin, and we talked about the big leap you made into what you're currently doing. And I just wonder if you'd tell us a little bit about that, whatever you would like to share about where you came from and where you're going.
There's a lot that could be said there. So I grew up in the rolling hills in Northeast Louisiana. Grew up in the Pentecostal church. Always felt like an outsider. I didn't realize I had really bad anxiety back then. I understand it now, and I think that's a big defining component of my life that I've had to learn how to manage. But on top of all that, as a teenager, you mix in some depression and things like that, and there's one good cure for all that, and it's booze. And so I don't want to get too into the weeds about like that whole part of my life, but you know, I self-medicated for a long time. And so at some point, things were not good. I was in my mid-30s. This was about 10 years ago. Well, closer to 9. Just made 9 years in Austin. And I was sitting there. I was in Ruston, Louisiana, and I was sitting there with my best friend. And our cars were parked next to each other down the way. And he said, everybody back home calls me Daniel. He looked at me, he said, Dan, we need to sell our cars, you know. And I was in a rough spot, and I said, but that's the only thing I have right now that really has any value. And he said, I know, that's the point. And so kind of the gears started turning, and I looked at him, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically in a very loving way, he said, dude, you need to do something with yourself, you know.
Now, who was he in your life? I mean, like, describe your relationship for a guy to say something like that direct.
Oh.
What did he mean to you?
Well, I mean, Ben's just a great guy. I've never known anybody quite like him. You know, as far as like male friendships, he's just a cool guy. He's real. He's open. You know, just very.
But you trust him enough. You trusted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sure did.
I mean, that's a lot to give up the very thing you have.
Well, it made a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
You know, and so he sold his car, got on a plane, and went to Mexico. 3 days later, I sold my car, and I didn't get much for it because it was about broken down. And December 3rd of 2016 at 5:15 in the morning, well, another friend had dropped me off at this gas station just on the south side of I-20, exit 84 in Ruston.
Now, let me back up for 1 second because, you know, like my southern Louisiana friends were saying, up north, they got, you know, they're wealthy and whatnot. And you cleared that up for me pretty quick when I told you that. You cleared me up. So tell me a little bit about that before you get on this bus you're going to talk about.
Wait, what?
Just about growing up. Like, you weren't rich.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. No. You cleared that up pretty quick.
Oh, no.
Tell us about that.
Dad couldn't handle kids. Left my mom. You know, me and my brother were tiny. And we lived on the south side of West Monroe, Louisiana. Wrong side of the railroad tracks, people call it. And so, you know, Mom did the best she could. She managed to put herself through college with 2 kids. I don't know how she did it. I think back to that all the time. Like, I don't know how she did that. You know, she never had anybody, you know, like a man in the house. You know, it's just her and us. And, you know, we moved to a different side of town, got us in a better school. You know, we made it. But no, we were poor, man. Like, she told me a couple years ago, my first couple of years, like Christmas, came from a garage sale down the street. Now, how much does a little metal tractor cost at a garage sale on the south side of West Monroe, Louisiana in 1981? You know, we're talking about like a nickel, a dime. That's the best she could do, you know.
What's her name?
Terry.
Let's give a shout out to Terry. A little love on Terry, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing, man. That's what mothers do, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Man, thanks for sharing that. Now we're back at you sold your car.
Yeah. So my buddy, I was talking about Ben a minute ago. He's done gone to Mexico. I sold my car. My buddy Hugo, he dropped me off at this gas station at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
right off of I-20, well, right on I-20 in Ruston. And at 5:15 in the morning, I got on that bus with $500, 2 bags of clothes, and a one-way ticket to Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow. How's that feel thinking about that? Thinking about that guy who got on the bus that day. Are you glad you did?
Man, you know, in some ways, I was a completely different guy. You know, I mean, some things about us never change, but, you know, some things need to be put inside a box.
Mm.
You know, if we want to proceed through life in the way we idealize life, you know, sometimes things just have to be buttoned up.
Mm.
And so I got here, and I had no job, I had no car, I had no plan. I had a place to live for a couple weeks. I did some day labor through Labor Finders or Labor Ready, which one of those companies. The day after Christmas, the holiday work was over. Now, and the place I was living was over.
Mm.
So now I got no job, no car, no plan. Now I ain't got nowhere to live.
Mm.
And I said, well, all right, you know, it's time to do something. You know, I'm here for a reason. Like, it's time to get down and do something real, you know. And so that next day, I found a place to live, ton of roommates, but rent was cheap. Somebody offered me a job. They said it's dirty. They said it's dirty. It's dangerous.
Mm.
There's a bunch of rough people up there. But it's $10 an hour. You get paid every Friday. I said, I'll take it.
Mm.
And so I worked that job. 4 months later, I was managing the warehouse.
How long?
In 4 months.
4 months you were managing it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a rough joint. Not hard to stand out. So
Wow.
I got an hourly job at Austin Community College,
Mm-hmm.
working in the science department over there, physics department. Did that for a while, rode the bus. You know, bus starts running at 5:10 in the morning. I was on that bus every morning at 5:10, rain, sleet, or shine. I would go to my job, and I'm not talking about the cool, hip parts of Austin here, you know, I'm talking about the parts you kind of got to, you know, watch yourself. And, you know, I went and did my job, took the bus home, took a shower, drank a cup of coffee, went to my other job, went home, went to bed, got up and did it all over again. But I managed to pay off my credit card debt. I bought a car, moved out of the place with a bunch of roommates, you know, found something a little bit better that allowed me to travel for work. I went to the oil field, did a year on a drilling rig in New Mexico, got tired of the sandstorms and the rattlesnakes, said, what do I want? I want to live in Austin, and I want to sleep on my own bed every night. So I took a job.
That's a good one.
All it said was semiconductor operator, no education or experience required. They said, we will hire you. You start next week. I said, all right. So I went there. Didn't even know what company I was working at. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this is going to get me where I want to go. That's cool. And so within like 6 weeks, I'd already got my first promotion. And I just kept climbing.
Wow.
And so I did 6.5 years there. When I left, I was managing a portion of, I had ownership for our most high volume part, for our most demanding customer, which was automotive radar and adaptive cruise control technologies.
Yeah, you work in big semiconductor business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't name names, but it's a big one, y'all. All right?
And so, now luckily the one thing I did bring with me was education.
Yeah.
You know, back
That's a
in
big thing.
that tough period in my life, I did get through school.
Yeah.
And so, and it served me well.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm push pause on it for a second. Melba, are we good for our next segment?
We are good.
Yeah. I just want to check in, make sure we're going next one. But let's go back. You're in that semiconductor business. You're getting promoted right and left. What's going on next? And eventually, you you peak almost.
Yeah.
You get to the top of your game.
Yeah. I had one of those jobs that I always, society tells you like this is the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Like I made it, and I'm like, I am miserable.
Oh.
Like the stress was killing me. Like I just didn't want it,
Yeah.
and I almost feel guilty for that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
many people
I felt
like
that. Yeah.
will work so hard and never get there. And I got there and I was like, this sucks. And then I said, again, what do I want? And I said, I want to see people smile. I miss being in that restaurant. Isn't that crazy? You
Tell
got
us
this
about-
job?
Dude, tell us what restaurant. I forgot the name.
Restaurant August.
All right. Sean, you ever heard of that restaurant? Restaurant August? He hadn't heard of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's real, though.
It's right by, there's Harris Casino downtown.
Yeah.
There's the Windsor
LaShawn
Court.
didn't go to the casino.
And then one block over,
Yeah.
there's Restaurant August.
Okay.
It's on
and
Chapatulas.
a pretty well-renowned chef worked there, right?
Yeah.
Award-winning chef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Micah knew a lot more about food than I thought a financial services guy would know. But that's what I mean. I'm always making mistakes like that, So anyway, you decided you wanted to be happy and make people happy, like when you were waiting tables.
Yeah. I miss that connection. I said, what else do I want? I said, I wanted, because I do a lot of nonprofit work. I said, I want to be able to do my nonprofit work and somehow align it with my work life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make my own schedule.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. And then I said, now how do I make money doing all that?
It's a good question.
And I went and found that job.
Yeah. So you're working there, making the money. You decided to quit and follow this thing that was pulling you,
Yeah.
helping people more directly.
Yeah, I was having a midlife reassessment. It's not a crisis, it's a reassessment, because I was just like, it's almost like in the sitcom where somebody's like, well, I said, what am I doing right now? Am I doing the right thing? Like, what's really going on?
Anybody ever ask that question, y'all? We doing the right thing? Man, I have. Yeah.
And so, I was coming up on my 45th birthday, which is statistically in the United States, half-life for a male.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
And on my 45th birthday, my manager walked me in the door, shook my hand, said, I hate to lose you. Good luck.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
That's rough.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I feel fortunate that I can do those kind of things.
Yeah. So
I've been blessed.
let's do a couple more things, then we're going to get Corey D back up in the house.
Yeah. Oh, is he singing again?
Yeah,
Because
right after you.
that was like wicked, dude. Like, that was beautiful. That
Yeah.
touched my heart.
Me
I was
too.
like, what? I didn't know
Yeah.
I was coming up here for this.
Yeah.
I had something for the cook too.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say this real quick?
Yeah, because you're gonna stick with us.
Okay.
You're not going away. You're gonna move down here,
Okay.
and LaShawn on the stage are gonna come in. But we're gonna hear from Corey first. But
All right.
just to wrap it up, this man had this job at top of his game, and he decides to do something completely different. Completely different. No experience. Oh, you make Melba happy. You're going to wear that birthday cap.
Like right now?
If you want to, yeah. You don't want to make Melba. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. That looks good.
Get a little cock to the side.
And started his own, I'm going to say financial services, but
Okay.
business, right?
That's fair.
And we got some legal disclaimers or whatnot. But basically, I asked Micah to help me with my financial situation because I'm crawling out of holes right and left, from things I went through. And I'm so happy you said yes to what was pulling you because it helps me. Like I try to remember if I don't say yes, who else isn't going to get it? Your yes goes on, dude. And you're helping me sort through things, readjust things, figure out how bad the situation is, how good it is, whatever, and how am I going to just handle things, right? And get back on track and all that. And I just want to say thank you for saying yes to yourself because then I could ask for help from you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of my life.
Yeah.
You know, because once you go through like really tough times and you
You know.
wake up going, I am so fortunate to be alive today,
Yeah.
then all you got left is your integrity
Mm.
and your willingness to make the world a little bit better than it was when you woke up that day.
Mm.
So if I can just, you know, go through life and touch people's lives and feel that impact,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's a life well lived. You
Mm.
know, if I don't make it to the money part, see, that was number 4 for a reason. If I don't get to the money, it's cool. You know,
Mm.
I just want to, when I leave this world, I want to say I did something.
Mm.
I did something important. Like I changed other people's lives.
How's that, y'all? Does that sound good to y'all? Micah, thank you. When we get hold of Herm, yeah, give him a hand, man. When we get, we'll get Hermes in here and we'll give him that. Good.
Okay, I got something for you too.
Yeah, you gonna hand it to me?
Right now?
Yeah. Or why don't we do it right after we come back from Corey, and we move around a little bit. So
All
let's
right.
just listen
You
to
let
Corey
me
for
know.
a second, ladies and gentlemen. I want to introduce a really growing friendship with a really stellar man, Corey Hopkins. Welcome him to Little Big Voices again.
Man, yeah. All right. This one right here, this is called life. I love how you just kind of went through your own thing. A lot of y'all, we got life. If you got life, everybody say life. But when you say it, like if you went through some stuff, you know, man, life. That you can tell by the way a person says life, man, what they've been through. This song right here is everything I've learned in this life. I'm 40 years old, man. I made it, man. Clap it up for that. Appreciate it. 40. Let's get it in. Song called Life. All right, cool. Oh, my life. Oh, listen. Grew up in a great family. We was all different. Some people just couldn't stand us. I was young, too ambitious, a little mannish. When I had my first heartbreak, turned me to a savage. I was like, oh, that's how the game go. Do the hell I did, pick the many money more. With that man, drama came. And I ain't like it, so I switched lanes. It's a different type of pain when your heart's all let it down. And when people show you what it is, best believe that's who they are. I overanalyze cause I don't wanna compromise twice. I learned the streets is real, most people are fake. But at the end, dog, it's called life. Cause when a cheater get cheated on, when that right one do you wrong, it's called life. Listen, sometimes we feel alone. Raise your hand if it's hitting home. It's called life. Deception and perception will teach you a lesson. It's what it is, y'all. They don't want to see you win, dog. Listen. I learned the more you shine, the more they hate. I learned the more you give, the more they take. I learned I'm still here because God's grace. Yep. See, I got so sick and tired of trying to fit in. If you were born to lead, go ahead and lead them. A good man don't mean he don't make mistakes. I'd rather be real than fake. Look you in your eye and say it straight to your face. Cause when a cheater get cheated on, when that right one do you wrong. Listen, sometimes we feel alone. Raise your hand if it's hitting home. Yeah. Deception and perception will teach you a lesson. That's what it is, y'all. They don't want to see your window. Cut me off right quick. Listen, cut me off real quick. I want to tell y'all this right quick. I'm going to say something, and I want, when I come to a part and I do this to the crowd, I want y'all to say life. I'm going to say something like this. I'm going to say, because when a cheater get cheated on, when that right one do you wrong, it's called life. All right, so that's how we're going to do it. Watch this. Because when a cheater get cheated on, when that right one do you wrong, sometimes to feel alone, raise your hand if it's hitting home. Deception and perception will teach you a lesson. It's what it is, y'all. They don't want to see your window. I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
We're back. Oh, it's called life, y'all. That was, man, that's like, what? Oh, Micah was being so cool, and now he's all like, give me a headset and whatnot. You know, he was all so cool. Like, I came from poor place. Now he's like, give me my headset. I'm calling my agent. I'm just kidding you, Micah. All right, welcome. And Micah's with us, too. Micah's got more business to do. He brought a book for the cook. I think that's cool. And Micah whispered over to me. He said, you're pronouncing her name wrong. So you got to help me out a little bit. Let's get this up here. There we go. There we go.
It's Anastasia.
Anastasia, thank you so much. And I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
I think I was having Disney flashbacks or something. Anyway, I'm going to say Anna until I get that right, because that's such a pretty name, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Ah, it's so good to see you, man. This is exactly how we're sitting, except Corey was right here at Magnolia, and I was sitting across from these two people.
Yep.
First of all, I want to, Anna, I want to give you an award. I gave you an award that night. I need to go buy you a physical award, though. She gets the Fiancé of the Century award. And y'all are like, why?
You.
Why would that be? What would she do to get that kind of award? Well, hanging out with me and LaShawn and Corey, for one. That's just automatically. Because I didn't know. So we were out shooting a music video. Corey got a brand new camera, and he called me. He's like, I don't know how to use this camera. And I go, I don't know how to use that one. That's like the real deal, man. And so we said, let's go out and shoot something. So I said, well, if we're going to shoot, let's just do something. Let's do a music video. Why not? So he came over, and we loaded up, and we went downtown, and we shot this music video. And if y'all want, we'll play a little bit of it in a minute, because LaShawn's in it too. And Anna is there the whole time, just chilling, like relaxing. And I'm like, who does that? Who does that at 11 o'clock at night downtown Austin? And we were having so much fun. You know, we were having fun. I was kind of sad. The cops didn't actually get called, but they kept threatening to call us the cops at Four Seasons on us, because we kept shooting on their property, and they like kept trying to kick us off, and we go to another corner and shoot some. And and at one point, and y'all were back watching our car, and y'all had your car. So they came out, and LaShawn comes out. I was like, who's this good-looking dude, man? What's he doing? You know, looking all cool. And we're talking, and all of a sudden I look up, and Anna comes out. I was like, where are you hiding her? You know? And so we just, I mean, being around Corey, I don't know if you feel like this, LaShawn, but he makes me feel like 14 again.
Yeah.
You know, before I got my driver's license, I'm going to get in some trouble. I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, just life's big and wonderful, and it's ready to go, you know? And so so we were just playing. It was just fun to play, and you showed up to lend a hand, and then y'all were watching our car and just doing all the boring stuff. And then we finally got you in the video, which is cool. I thought that looked good, your part in there. And I could never pull off that jacket, man. That's one of the coolest jackets I've seen, dude. I could never pull that off. I was like, I wish I could get one of those jackets. I'm like, it wouldn't look right on me. But anyway, I was just so impressed with you, Anna. Like, you just chilled the whole time until we finally got to dinner. And I don't know. I just appreciate you and thought, man, if you're supporting your man like that now, right, when, you know, before it's legally obligated to, you know, that's just a good thing. And I thought y'all had a sweet respect for each other. It impressed me. And you both said a few things that struck my attention that night. And so if we could talk about that, we can. But kind of like Micah, I think we all come from somewhere, right, Micah? You know? And I'd like to hear a little bit more about where you're from. You had said you grew up in Austin.
I did.
Right. So I'd like to hear a little bit about that. But I know you've been through a tough time lately. You don't have to talk about it, but if you want to, I'd be honored if you want to share anything or honor anybody. It's fine. And then LaShawn, you told me a couple things. I thought, I want to hear the rest of that story. So you can tell me or not, whatever you want to tell me. You're in a room full of people that love you. Is that right? Yeah. And I imagine all the people from Louisiana, especially online, they're loving on you right now. So whatever y'all are comfortable with, but I'd love to know more about your story, and especially these couple hardships that you've had recently, Anna, and Corey, some of the stuff, LaShawn, some of the stuff you mentioned to me, because these guys are going somewhere. They are somewhere already. Look at them. I mean, that's just one good-looking, smart-looking, ready-to-go couple right there,
Thank you.
Wow. Like, I just wanted to get out of the way, like watch them go. And I want to do whatever I can to help y'all. Because you know what got me? You know what really got me was they were talking about starting this brand, this clothing brand. And Corey asked a question or something, and LaShawn said, we're saving up money for our LLC. And I thought, that's what got me. Because I got my own business. I know what that costs. And I just thought, that's what I love to hear, people doing what it takes to get their business started, So I wanted to, first of all, if there's anybody watching out there or in the house that wants to contribute to that LLC, I will get the money to you. Or if you're an attorney, a business attorney, and you just want to do some good, kind words, then come forward, mark at littlebigvoices.com, and I'll put y'all in touch. But I want y'all to get that LLC as quick as you can, or anything else, websites, whatever. So anyway, is that okay? I didn't ask y'all to do that. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine.
I'm sorry, I should have asked you, but I just think that's important to support people that are out to go do something important. I mean, right? It doesn't matter who we are, just like support people that are doing something like that. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've had plenty of people, man. Oh my gosh, I couldn't list them all. The ones that helped me get back to where I am. He's one of them, So, well, let's start, LaShawn. Let's hear a little bit from you. I want to hear about New Orleans growing up and where you came from. Anything in your story you want us to tell that would help us know where you're coming from as you reach for the next version of yourself.
Okay, so I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I graduated. It was about 4 hours from New Orleans, but it was still in Louisiana. It's called Leesville, Louisiana. It's a smaller part of town. Graduated in 2011. Signed to play college basketball at a junior college in Dallas, Texas. But I was kind of a hothead and got into a lot of trouble. Got into drinking heavily. Was going through a lot of mental stuff that I wasn't dealing with in the proper way. So it kind of was leading me down the wrong road. So I ended up getting kicked off the team there, and then I ended up coming down here because I got a scholarship to come out here and play basketball. And then still I carried all that baggage with me, so the same thing happened. And
it's funny how it comes with you, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely did.
It came with me when I ran with it. It just came right in the trunk. It was just there when I left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so it got worse. And then I was going through a lot, and there was some a lot of anger. I didn't really know anything about mental health. Just nobody ever, talked to me about it or anything.
Well,
like
no one
that.
talks about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and dude, dude, give it up here, man. I'm with you on that. I've struggled with it too, a lot.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about it enough. So I appreciate you talking about it. I'll talk about it all day long. The more we know, the more we can help each other.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, dealt with that, and then it got really bad. Had some suicide attempts, and I was just spiraling downhill. And then, I got to a point where I started realizing, as I started getting in more trouble, I started realizing, like, the people I was hanging with, the things I was doing, like, it was all going to end me, up in the same place if I didn't change anything. So at some point, one of the last times I got in trouble, I got into a bad fight, and the guy almost passed away. And so it like broke my heart, because I never want to hurt anybody, but I had so much mental issues going on, and I just wasn't taking care of them, that I, brought pain to somebody else, and and after that I was like, something's gotta give. Like, I gotta do things different. I can't continue to be the same person that I've been, because it's not getting me anywhere. And so I just decided to, like, start over with, like, friends, start, doing things different. Fitness was something that kept me going. I was able to go into the gym and work out, and, I felt amazing physically and mentally. So it did a lot for me. I'd say that was something that saved my life, because basketball was all that I knew at one point. And so when I didn't have that, I felt like I felt lost, like I didn't have anything. And so it was just hard for me. And so when I got into fitness, there was something different. It was just like a love I had for it that, it was just beautiful. So I got into fitness, and that was something that really saved me. So.
Well, how'd you get so lucky to meet her?
So it was funny. It was we were she was liking my pictures on Instagram.
Oh.
Vice versa.
and I guess I liked a few of hers too. And so I had asked her if we can go to the gym one day and train together. And so
That's smooth.
Yeah.
That's pretty smooth. She's gonna see your muscles there and all that. That's pretty nice. That's a way to set it up for a win right there, man.
Yeah.
Skipped the spot though.
Oh, she said you missed the spot.
What did I do?
Well, it wasn't the gym first.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I asked her to be in a music video, and
That's
she told
even
me,
smoother.
Yeah. She told me yeah, but then she changed her mind on me.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay, I got to figure out another way to bait her in. So I asked her if she would go to the gym with me, and so she took the bait on that one.
All right. Well, let's check in with you real quick, man. And LaShawn, thank you. Thank you for just sharing your story. It matters, It matters. Someone's listening right now. I heard it. Someone in here heard it. Someone's a little less lonely tonight because of what you said. So I just want to tell you thank you for being vulnerable and like sharing yourself, because that's the way we're going to turn this around. It's not going to be with medicine, although medicine's good. I take it, but it's going to be community and talking about things and supporting each other. So, man, thank you for that. I want to hear from you, Miss Anna, and just hear a little bit about your life and growing up around Austin. Some people hadn't been here as long as you have been, Anything you want to share about the early days when you were growing up?
I can tell you a little bit about how I grew up. I can't tell you everything around Austin because there's places that I haven't been.
Yeah.
And I have been here my entire life. So I did grow up in the east side of Austin. I grew up with 7 other siblings. My mom was a single parent for some time, but that was really amazing. Different characters.
Where were you in that line of 7?
6.
So you're next to youngest?
There's 2 younger than me.
Okay.
So it was 4 boys and 4 girls.
Well, you were in the middle, kind of.
Yeah, you could say.
You could hide. Because the little one can't hide, and the big one sure can't hide. So, anyway. Well, okay. I read that on your bio. I was pretty impressed with that. Like, what's your mother's name?
Peggy.
Peggy? Let's give a shout out to Peggy for that. That's something special, man. That's something special. Well, keep going. I want to hear more about your growing up with all those siblings running around. You were the good one, right?
I was my mother's favorite child.
Yeah, of course. Come on, Peggy. I hope Peggy's watching. She can dial it in. Give us a thumbs up on that or not.
No, we grew up very close. My mom struggled a lot. There's things that she didn't show us growing up. We didn't find out until we got older, of course. But everything we had, we were thankful and very grateful for what we did have. We all went to school. We all turned out pretty well.
What's it like just to make lunch for 7 kids going to school?
It was, she didn't do lunch for us, but she did make sure to have breakfast and dinner for us. The school kind of took care of us when it came to lunch. But I will say when it came to breakfast and dinner, growing up with a bunch of us, if we didn't hurry up and finish our first plate, the chances were we weren't getting seconds.
Yeah. You think that kind of, those experiences of life at that's why I wanted Corey to sing that song. I was looking through all this stuff. I was like, that's the song for the show right there. Because it's about that. Yeah. It's about growing up, what you described, Micah, and what other people have told me about, what you told me about. It's about that. Like, that's what it's, what you learned by eating dinner at breakfast and dinner with your 7 siblings. That makes us, right? Kind of forms and shapes us. How do you think that shaped you on anything you're doing right now? That sometimes tough situation, right? Was it, or was it? Yeah.
There was most definitely tough situations. We've endured a lot of loss in the past 16 years. It's been very rough. It's changed my perspective of life, how I want my future to be. It's made me want to do more for my nieces and nephews now, and step in more. But yeah.
And thank you for sharing that. And we hadn't really talked yet, so I appreciate that a lot. I'd like to hear a little bit about where you if you want to talk about either the nonprofit stuff you've been doing or another thing that caught my attention is when I asked you what you did at dinner. You said, I work for an organization that helps people experiencing homelessness. Yeah. And you didn't say homeless people. Mm-hmm. Now tell me about that difference. Because there's something different there.
Yeah. I think when you say homeless people, you're putting, I don't know, it's like when you say people experiencing homelessness, it's not giving them like a title.
Mm-hmm.
Per
not
se.
Tagging them with
like
something.
Tagging them, yeah, exactly. And so it sounds good that way.
Yeah.
It just sounds so much better.
It does. It sounds more dignified.
Yeah.
I think dignity is so important in this world, And do you want to say who you're working for and give them a shout out at all, or give them some support? If not, no worries. But
So the Other Ones Foundation, shout out to them.
Yeah.
I've
the
been
Other
there
Ones.
about 3 years. I've been there.
Christy, see if you can find the Other Ones Foundation and put it out on the chat if you can. Oh, Christy's way ahead of us, y'all. Can y'all give Christy a hand? She's managing everybody online. they're probably telling her all this stuff I'm saying wrong, and she's having to make it look good. Anyway, well, that's cool. And you've been there for a while?
Yes, sir. 3
now,
years.
Why is that work important to you?
So many reasons. One thing that I realized about myself is I love helping people, no matter how it is that I'm helping them. There's something like refreshing about helping people, and you know, I've been there before where I was sleeping in my car, and I didn't have anything to eat, and so like being able to go out there and help people, and give people the things that they don't have. It's just a good feeling. So,
well, it looks good on you. That's what I meant by generous. That one word I describe you. I don't know why that word comes up. Would you say that's Anna? Yeah. You just know it when you feel it when you're there. And I think it's in my darkest places. I found. That's where I found it.
Yeah, definitely.
I found out what life's really about, So there's a lot of compassion that grew for others when I went through what I went through, So, and compassion for myself,
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about music. And then, did you see the video, Anna? Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, no. Well, you're going to want to get paid now that you're doing cinematography work, because I handed on a camera, and she was sick. You were sick that night. I think you were saying
she didn't have a voice yet.
Didn't have a voice, and so and we're gonna watch that video. You're gonna see some of Anna's cinematography. You're gonna see LaShawn in there at the engineering table, or supporting his brother, and it was really special. But I felt so honored. That, Corey invited me over, but just y'all treated me so good, like I want everyone to feel that way when they come into some area. Like I hope y'all are feeling that way tonight,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Just feel like, what video? Oh, that video? Yeah. Okay, I'll get it to y'all. Hey, is that? Lala, you got to put that crew cam back on. You got to just click the button, because I want to have a little chat with Kathy and Lala right now in a minute. Because, you ever have people that just complaining? You're trying to do your best over here, and they're just like, it ain't good enough, Mark. Now, this crew is something. It's dead?
Yeah.
What's dead?
The crew cam.
Oh, crew cam. That's okay. Put your mic up, though. Come on, Kathy. Sparkles.
Yeah, I think it's up, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
we'll see.
Can you hear me?
So, Corey, we could either play it back from Corey. He put it on his Facebook, or it's on my Vimeo account. And when I get my phone back, I'll send it to you. We'll just play it off the Vimeo. Okay. I think we might as well play it off Corey's YouTube if he's on it. We can cue it up over there. Corey will help you out. All right. This is real time stuff, y'all. We just, and I was just giving Sparkles and a hard time back there, because they're so good. They put up with everything at the last minute. We didn't have this podcast table together 7 minutes before, because everything else went first. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, so Lalo and they're all back here just hustling. So anyway, I give them a hard time, but they're super good. But I want to hear a little bit about your music, because, what you're doing musically, and I haven't really heard it yet. And I want to hear where I can hear some of that. And you know what else struck me about you? I'm going to tell him. Corey, can I tell him that you told me how he brought you in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I try to ask permission before I tell someone else's story.
Yeah.
But he was telling me that Corey has gone through. That's what we connected on that day over there at the foundation, is connected on our hard times. Like I know when you've been through a hard time, then you just know when you're talking to people that they've been through. It's almost like a little brotherhood or something, part-time brotherhood or something. Anyway, he was telling me that through his hard time that you brought him in the studio. and you changed that. You started this. You invited him back in to get him singing again. Is that right, Corey?
He got me back into recording. I stopped doing music.
Yeah, he was stopped doing music. He's going through all he was going through, and you saw something in him. What did you see in Corey Hopkins to bring him in and take care of him like that?
So we were, I mentor at the foundation. So I would see Corey, and every time I would see him, he was always in like this good mood. He has a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does.
He'll run. Yeah, he'll run you in circles. But so I saw him. He was playing one of his music videos on the TV, and so I really liked it. And so I started talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, well, I go to the studio. I do a little bit of music here and there." And so I was like, I can book some studio time this weekend if you want to come. And he was like, oh, yeah. So I took his number, and I texted him that night and told him, hey, I got studio time booked. And so, and he showed up. So,
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, what song did you lay down that night, Corey? You remember?
Change. Yeah.
Oh.
He was talking about what I was going through.
Yeah. Yeah, man, thank you. And that's what I mean. Like, that's why I said, hey, who's got just Venmo me some money? I'm going to pass it on to them for their LLC. Same thing you did to Corey. He's like, come on over. That's all we're doing for each other, We're just helping each other get to the next way of helping other people, And you both have done a lot of nonprofit work, and everybody in this room, it's just like, this guy, we didn't even get into his nonprofit work. Just tons of it. Mm-hmm. And, I was, y'all saw me, I was a little bit back in the back editing the show opening way too late. Shouldn't have been doing that, but hour for the show. But I was listening. I was like, man, they're having the show without me out there. They were right there. Y'all were all in a circle talking in the green room, just laughing and talking and sharing stuff. And so I was like, God, they're having the show without me. I better get the mics up, So I wanted to before, we're going to go to Stephen. Yeah. Thank you, Melba. Melba Martinez is floor manager tonight, and she is managing a crazy floor of cameras and people and stools. And let's give it up for Melba, man. Something you should know about Melba, she used to be the artistic director at St. Edward's Theater, and has been produced or directed over 150 plays. So if there's anybody that knows how to manage a floor, it's her. And she's an incredible producer and director, actress. Sometimes we shoot her acting things over here, her auditions for movies and stuff. But yeah, it's just a joy to be around. So thank you, Melba. And so I heard about the music, and then let's talk real quick about the clothing brand. Then we're going to have Stephen Davis sing us a really cool song. Let's talk about that a little bit. Anna, you want to talk about it a little bit? And I just want to know more about it. And I was bugging Corey, bugging LaShawn, going, come on, let's get that website going. Let's get it up. You got the URL yet?
So my brother Mo over there, he's gonna be taking care of that website and stuff for us.
He?
So yeah.
Okay.
He's real good at all that good
Mo,
stuff.
when's it gonna get done? I need to know. What time? Okay. Mo, what is the URL gonna be? Is it a domain name?
I believe it's foreverliftingyourself.com.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Foreverliftingyourself.com.
Yeah, Fly.
Fly, yes sir.
Dude, I was like, that is a good brand. I was in marketing a long time. I was like, Fly, that is such a good brand for a clothing brand, Forever Lifting Yourself. So tell me about that. Anna, tell me about that. Whoever kind of thought that was a good idea, where did that come from? That name, like that idea? And talk close to the mic. I want to hear that sweet voice of yours.
Honestly, this did start from LaShawn. Of course, this was something that he created before him and I did get together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the clothing brand. We do personal training, mentoring.
Oh, it's all under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Serving the community. He can more so tell you exactly why he came up with Fly.
Yeah. Well, tell us. Thank you for that, Anna.
I was in a bad spot, and so I was just, I don't know, I guess I was at home thinking of stuff, and I was like, at first it was Forever Loving Yourself, but somebody had that, so I kind of was like, well, I like fitness, so I'll just say Forever Lifting Yourself. And so I just went from there. And,
Man.
Yeah.
And it has that emotional feel to it.
Yeah.
Like loving on yourself, lifting yourself up out of whatever situation.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got a trainer over there across the street, and he always says, "Are you mad at me?" I said, "No, but I hate you right now." You ever get that look from people like, "Oh, does he mad?" No. Yeah, her? Yeah. Yeah, this guy, I hope he's watching tonight. I'm gonna give a shout out to Jason over at Austin Fit. Jason, I hope you're watching, because every time I go work out with them, he's like, "Hey, you doing a show? You doing a show? Like, what's your show about going?" So I sent him the links. I hope he's watching, but he's a good trainer. But I see him at 6 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning. And that is not time anybody should see me. And it's only 30 minutes. It's like, get in and just crunch it. And so there's no time to talk or hang out or anything. You know, we're just in there working. But he's such a good guy. And if, maybe y'all can meet sometime, just because he's a good guy. I like putting good people together. Maybe y'all can hire him to do some stuff, or you never know, man. All right. So Fly, what's the name of the URL again, LaShawn?
It's foreverliftingyourself.com.
Oh, that is so good. Okay, we're going to put it in the chat, and Christy will just tell people it's not live. But Mo better get on it. Because Mo, there's pressure now, man. We got at least 17 people going to be looking at it. I don't know, more than that. But I do want to, before we move on, I do want to say that you got $25 you want to put toward the cause, just send it to me. And Chrissy, you can put my Venmo in there, my Red Sun Creative Venmo maybe. And just, if you just want to help out these great couple, like to get it going a little faster, or maybe we got to buy a Mo dinner, we got expenses, but this stuff costs money, but I would love to. And if y'all okay with it, I'm going to make a personal contribution to it, because I just love people shining their light. And y'all just have that. So I got told the other day that my main job was shine the light, or point to the light, or find the light, or be the light. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
So let's see what we can do for y'all. And I'll take cash contributions. I'll take quarters. Quarters are worth $1 over here, because we have a wash chair. It just takes quarters. So we have to trade in $5 to get 4 quarters sometimes. It's crazy over here, man. It's fun. Wash day is fun over here. So anyway, we're going to step over to the music stage. Thank y'all for being here, and they're going to stick around.
You for having us.
We're going to move around. Micah, you and I are going to be buddies over here in a minute. Let's give them a big hand, Sean and Anna. And we'll talk more sometime. All right, now to Stephen Davis. Just a beautiful, you know what, Sam? Let's kill that par light right above you that's in his face. Let's just unplug it and make it easy. Or just switch it out like, yeah, that's cool. There we go. All right, Stephen Davis is a songwriter. We can't go to Stephen? Yeah. So Stephen Davis is a friend, a brother. We play music together sometimes, and just soulful. That's the word I'd use for him. And he's going to play a song that means a lot to him, called, is it Give Me Your Hand?
Yes.
Yeah. Stephen Davis, everybody.
very good to be here, be part of this community. I've been touched by the people that have spoken, and this is really about the idea that we're all part of a bigger story. So this is an invitation for us all to be part of that bigger story. Give me your hand and I'll take you home. Oh, give me your hand and I'll set you free. Oh, give me your hand and just let it be. Well, the rest of the story lives on in you. For the day comes, oh, the day comes, and a greater life surrounds. Oh, the love flows, yeah, the love flows in a deeper way, well, it abounds. Oh. Bluebird sitting, bluebird flies around the trees and into the sky. Oh, I will go with you into the night, and I'll chance to see you in the morning. For the day comes, oh, the day comes, and a greater life surrounds. Oh, the love flows, yeah, the love flows in a deeper way, well, it abounds. Oh, so won't you give me your hand and I'll take you home. Yeah, give me your hand and I'll set you free. Oh, give me your hand and just let it be. Well, the rest of the story lives on in you. Well, the rest of the story, well, it lives on in you. Thank you.
Well, welcome to my friend Don Hale.
Hi, Mark.
How are you doing? You've been kind of sucked back in the green room. Are you doing okay back there?
You bet. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been wonderful. I mean, just been hearing everybody speak and learning from everybody. It's just inspiration on top of inspiration. It just keeps getting deeper and more important and more powerful, and I can't even think of the words to say. So glad to be here.
Well, there's so many things we could talk about. You've had a really, full life of a lot of things. You've produced plays. You're an actor. You've directed. You've created. One of the coolest things you've done is for kids. Like, you changed the whole trajectory of my sons. You.
Yeah.
And your wife. Like, that's when you retired the other day, I just started crying. I was like, there's no words to describe when someone changes the trajectory of their sons. And that's generational, man. That's generational work. That's generational gift. They're going to pass it on to their sons and daughters. And their sons and daughters. I mean, my son is already passing it on to his sons and daughters. So, thank you.
It's a delight. It's been a delight,
Yeah.
a joy, and a gift, and it's just letting go. You know, it's just about
Is
letting
it?
go and
Is that the
finding
key?
yourself given opportunities to let go some more, and then you just. I'm learning that the more you give up, the more you let go of, the more room you have to let things move in. You don't ever know, and it's just a flow. You know, not trying to hang on to something. You just let things flow, and then you end up places like this. I mean, who would think that we'd be here all together? No accident, absolutely no accident. I feel like I know all of you before and known you forever. It's amazing to be able to sit here and just wonder what I'm going to say next. What the next word's going to be?
No one knows, Don Hill. No one knows.
Yeah.
In fact, everyone who's ever employed you is wondering that.
That's a lot of people.
That's
I've
a lot.
had a lot of jobs.
Man, I've seen you in a lot of situations, and I see the people you work for, and I'm like, you don't know either? I don't know. So, and I interviewed Don. I hope y'all listened to that interview. Just, I think it's number 2. Maybe, Christy, we can send that one out. But I think it was the second one, or the third one, maybe the third podcast. I did audio-only podcast. And we sat there and had a great conversation. And I remember the way it started was always keep within 5 to 10 working feet away from Don Hale. Because something incredible is going to happen, and you may not be ready for it.
People just can't say no.
Well, you can't not ask.
Well, I can't stay 5 feet away from you.
I know. I'm so glad, though. I'm so glad you had this huge impact. And so I joke with you a lot, but you have done so many. Like, here, let's just give them some data. I just wanted to see how many kids did you take to the Llama Foundation, which is just amazing, like one of the only living communes in America.
55 years old now.
Yeah.
68. Yeah.
And he took kids from our church there every year for 25 years.
Yeah.
And incredible experience. I mean, life-changing for these kids. I was on the bus twice. Life-changing. Changed my life. And you know, no one at the church understood. It's like, oh, the kids are going on their youth trip. It was not a youth trip. It was like a pilgrimage to the next level of everything.
Those who were going back gladly left their cell phones at home. They left all their devices and went into this is northern New Mexico, north of Taos, up into the mountains. And it's a beautiful, beautiful sacred land, Native American, and spring of the mother, you know, the water that served the place. And people would go up there and like we're talking about going back to nature. Nature comes out of you into the place. You know, you find your nature within, and the connection with that just changed everybody. And so when you go back, it's the re-entry was something we never really quite got figured out how to do it. You know, because we could not stay together. You come back and it just kind of atomize, and it was really hard to believe that you actually we had that experience up there. But
yeah. It was one of those things where I wondered, was that real? It was that important, right? And so you did that for 25 years. And kids, I mean, I rode the bus, dude. I drove it. I mean, I drove the van one year. And Don and I got in one of our best fights on one of those trips. You want to tell them? You want me to tell them a story?
Well, I'd love to hear from your perspective. That'd be
fun.
Which
one? Because we had a couple.
Well, the one that you stopped off at the Whole Foods. And
yeah.
Supposed to be
So
there for like
Don,
20 minutes, and he goes in and gets all this sugar and.
No, dude. I told him, I said, no sugar, but you can go in and get smoothies and stuff. And that's what made Don mad. Because Don likes to be there whenever he's going to go somewhere. He thinks he's a time traveler, which he is, but he drives super fast.
That's the first time we met. The mothers all got
The
together.
mother came to me and said, can you get Don to drive slower? I was like, I can't get that guy to do anything, except I was in the other van driving. So he had to stay with me, and that's how I helped him. But then we were coming back, and these kids had been to God and back. I mean, they'd been somewhere. And I was like, you guys get to do whatever. We're going to Whole Foods. And we weren't talking on phone stuff. And Don wanted to get back. So we had a good fight there. That was good. I mean, it didn't last long.
No.
But
it was wonderful. Yeah, again, I got a chance to watch myself get all uptight about.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I bet you were there for an hour. You were there in that store.
That's
for an hour.
glorious. It was a glorious hour.
And
Y'all,
all
Whole
the rest of
Foods.
my van, they all came back with their nuts and fruits, and
Don's
they're coming back with what do you call ding dongs.
Dude, you know what? I'm just like, look, y'all are adults now. Basically, they went through the rite of passage almost.
That's right.
And Don was like, you can only have a nut. You know, like have a pecan. That's all I can get back in the van. I'm like, y'all, let's have some fun.
It was wonderful.
Did y'all remember Stuckey's growing up? You ever anyone stop at a Stuckey's? Yeah, we got some Stuckey's in the house. That's good. They had the pecan log roll, and we'd bug our parents, stop at Stuckey's. Like, no, that's like you. No, we're not stopping. We're going to get to that lake, and we're going to relax, you know. Anyway, but so then you've also taken, I mean, you were a teacher for how many years?
25.
25.
Well, 30 years. 25 years at St. Francis School, yeah.
Yeah, and did the theater department there. You started children's theater work.
But the thing is, I take the 8th graders to Italy every year, too.
Yes.
So I'd go to Italy and take them all to...
How many?
Well, I'd take about 80 at a time, probably, I guess.
Oh. Hey, okay, let's just pause there. We talked about 7 children, you know. We talked about all sorts of stuff tonight, but we're talking about 80 8th graders. Responsible
pilgrimage. It was, and so the trip to Lama is a pilgrimage, right?
Yeah.
We go up there. It's a sacred spot where sacred things happen to people, and so we go to Italy. But the idea, the heart of the trip was Assisi, because that's where St. Francis is from. But we go to Venice, to Florence, to Assisi, then we fly to Rome. But I watched those young people in Assisi just break open and just find themselves and find the grief and feelings that they thought that they didn't even know they had, and it was just amazing to be a part of that. And just again, how did that happen? I have no way of knowing. I mean, anyway, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, well, you say yes. Dawn is one of the best people. Also, Sparkles. I tell her that every time. She's one of the best. She doesn't say yes all the time, but when she says yes, and she's looking for a yes. She's looking for someone to ask her if she can say yes. She's waiting, you know, to be of service. And I think that's probably, if you want my unsolicited look on it, you opened up your heart to be of service. So the Spirit just said, okay, he's ready. Let's do it. Yeah, I've just been so impressed with all. I can't imagine 80 8th graders. I mean, middle school, I do a lot of men's work. Have a lot of circles, you know, like we talk about everything. All the wounds come back to middle school. Most all of them come back to that rough time where you're like, your body's changing, people picking fun, you're changing schools a lot of times, or you don't know which way's up, and the bullies start, and all this stuff, you know. And so taking 80 of them during that time, I just want to honor you for that. And their parents. Their parents are probably...
Yep, parents would come.
Probably worse, right?
The thing is, we tell the parents, you can come, but you know, you have no reason to say anything to your kids. You can say something if you want. You can talk to them, of course, but we're going to take care of your young people. You can go just sit, like watch them. You get to watch them go through Italy, this country, and watch how they react. But you don't have to worry about them at all. No responsibility.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt this, but we got Hermes coming in with some fish cakes. Can you just
fishy news.
Put them right there in front of Don so we can see them on camera, like here. Wow, dude, can you get that shot? There you go, a little higher. Go them a little higher. There you go.
When a fish has a birthday, this is what they get.
Oh, nice, a fish cake.
That's right.
All right, Hermes, that's good. I'm gonna chat with you in a little bit. Everything going okay for dinner?
It's exciting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
You've been gone a lot this time. Usually you hang out in the kitchen. Now you're out. Are you starting to smoke now? What's going on out there?
No, we're the opposite of smoking. It's actually very cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so.
Well, thanks for all you're doing.
Oh, my goodness. It's
so for dinner tonight, Don, can we talk about food for a second? We're having fish cakes. And did we end up making that sauce we talked about? Hermes? I said we like I was doing it.
The remoulade, yes, sir.
Oh, got that going. We've also got red zimby rice, which we talked about, with sausage and without for you non-meat eaters.
Right, which is going to happen in a moment here.
And then, did we do succotash or no? We switched to cornbread?
There's coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Yes.
And boy, Laura and David in Louisiana gave us an earful there about coleslaw. They couldn't. They were arguing whether it was the Dijon mustard or what did they think was spicing it up?
So, yeah, it was a question of if it was Dijon or what. But I actually looked directly at the recipe, and it's just yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard, just regular yellow mustard.
However, I must say,
are you happy?
Sorry.
Are you happy with it? The coleslaw?
I am. I added a little salt. You know what I mean? It's like I try to follow a recipe, and then like at the end, I eat it. I'm like, you know what? It's just not quite. It's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I have a tendency to oversalt things, so I went easy on it, but still, I think I need a little bit there.
All right, we're going to check with you in a minute, and then we also got the king's cake, and I'm happy about that.
If you're all well behaved, you can have some.
Did we ever get a baby Jesus?
They thought about.
Where do you get baby Jesus these days?
Well, he's elusive. Actually, it's elusive.
Amy said she kept her baby Jesus from the king cake she passed out the other day.
I could see that.
She might give it to you.
You know, this one, they think ahead, these guys. They know what they're doing. There's a little package on the side with a little baby Jesus.
Okay.
We were thinking that like it'd be kind of humorous if we could find like a baby doll and like cut a hole in the side of it and just cram the baby doll like coming out of the king cake on the side, being like, can you guess which slice it's in?
Oh.
But you know what? Time was short.
Okay.
Next year.
Next year.
Yes, next year.
Okay, we got king cake also for non-gluten people. We got some, a gluten-free option. We're not going to sell it because we're selling king cake tonight. But just know gluten-free, nut-free, whatnot, you're supported here. Don. Okay. I want everyone to feel love. I don't want anyone to quit breathing. While they're here. So Don, sorry for that interruption, but I get excited about the meal tonight. We got sweet tea. We got non-sweet tea. Oh, hey, Harmonies, grab that bottle of sparkling water out of the refrigerator. I want to talk about it for a second. It's that one of those 4 bottles on the other side. There you go.
The Goldsteiner.
Yes. Because I was trying to do Louisiana everything, and then our Louisiana people, including Micah here, was like, it's got to be this, got to be that. We also got some Abita Amber, just a little bit, if y'all want it. We also got, did we end up getting that root beer? That Abita root beer?
I didn't.
Oh, miscommunique. But I got some Amber non-alcoholic. We got all sorts of cool beverages and stuff too. So, but anyway, I was looking for water, and I was like, I can't put Perrier down on this table, at this Louisiana table. That would, after all the Southern Louisiana people told me, like, nuh-uh, don't be doing that. Because I was saying, I asked them, I said, should we have some wine? And they just laughed at me. I said, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. Anyway. Yeah, wine in a mason jar. Yeah. That's good. Anyway, so I got this Gherkensteiner sparkling mineral water because I was going to make a whole story up of how Mr. Gherkensteiner, he got lost on his entrance into Texas, and he ended up going up to Louisiana, and he's actually from there. But it's a lie. But I just wanted to show y'all Gherkensteiner. I wanted to show my Louisiana peeps that I'm breaking tradition again. So. Don, here's something I want to talk to you about. Huge impact over your life. How has your life been impacted lately?
Well, it's impacted right now. It's like right now. It's how it impacts all the time. I wake up in the morning, and I just immediately am grateful. I may not feel very good. I may not want to get out of bed or whatever, but I'm so grateful that I'm awake. And I'm grateful that I can get out of bed, that I can walk on the floor. I can feel my feet. I can feel my feet right now in this room with this chair, and I can feel the chair here behind me. And I can feel, I can feel my senses. But I can also feel my emotions. I can be aware that how connected we all are. And I'm so grateful that we can. So that's how I'm being affected by it. All I've done in my life is all led to this moment. And if I could just stay present right now in my body, because I have really proven to myself that my body is always in the present moment. If I can just be in my body, I'll always be in the real now. I won't be in the future, which isn't here. I won't be in the past, which is gone. I'll be right here. So this is how this is being impacted. And it's more now because I have more time to be now because I'm not working as much. Now, I'm doing a lot of writing now. But most of the time I'm at home and I'm doing my stretches and my... trying to stay in my body because I've got Parkinson's disease, and so it's constantly trying to get me to close in and become like frozen, like my face and my muscles, and so I got to constantly stretch out, or walk, try to stand up straight, and it's just constantly keeps me in my body. So I am right now being impacted through my body through the gratitude, and it's been interesting too, because when I say thank you to the universe, thank you to the source, thank you to God, however you want to put it, I am thinking, I'm becoming aware of my body when I say that. It's an amazing experience, and it's something that I just happened. It's just happening. So it's interesting to be able to say thank you and be present, and that's everything. Man. And I can feel that. I can feel everybody here hearing that now too. It's just it's an amazing experience.
So I wondered as we start to close out here, because I'm getting hungry. And by the way, did we find the video? We're ready? The studio one, Corey? Okay. Because Corey cut one too. Next thing I know, he's going to bump his into mine, Because Corey's sweet and all, but he wants it. He's going for it, man. That's like my dad said, hang out with people you want to be like. It's like, just get near that dude and just hang on. It's kind of like you, Don. Like, you just hang on when I get near Don Hale. Y'all see why I hang out with this guy? Like, why I call him mentor, why I call him spiritual guide, why I call him friend. He's been this way always. In my darkest rock bottom, Don was on the phone with me. And he was saying this kind of stuff, gratitude, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get there. I was in incredible anxiety, depression, going through my dark night of the soul. And you were there.
The way in is the way out. Same way, same one path, one door, just one portal.
That kind of stuff just pissed me off, y'all. He would say that stuff while we were talking. I was like, but it hurts, whatever. And he would say that. And at one point he goes, Mark, you need a little Gherkensteiner over there? Whatever. I got a lot of it over here. I made Hermes laugh. That's unusual. He's a tough crowd. But he would say these beautiful things, and I just couldn't absorb them. And he knew I couldn't, but he tried to get in anyway. And at one point he said, Mark, you have met the most formidable foe. You. Oh. I was really mad at you that day. But it was right. It was right. I was trying so hard to hold up a story, hold up a life, hold up a image, hold up everything.
The fight you were fighting made it possible for me not to have to fight that fight in myself. Because I could see it in you. I could be there for you. And as you were fighting it, I could be grateful for you for fighting it for me as well. Hearing your stories tonight, I could say I was never down that low because I didn't have to. I got to go by being conscious of people who were, and young people, and my brothers and sisters, my son, my children, and watching them and being there with them, just not ever turning away, just watching it. I watch you fight it for me and go through that for me, with me.
Thank you, brother. I'm here for you too. And I wanted to say the one thing. Can we just talk about Cousin Parky for a second?
Sure.
So Don, when he got Parkinson's, he's like introduced it as I got Cousin Parky. Now,
he moved in.
Cousin Parky moved in.
Cousins. Yeah, you love them, but sometimes they're cousins that you don't much care for. But they're family. Here they come.
Yeah, you kind of had to accept him, but you weren't going to have to like him all the time.
Right. Exactly, that's it.
I love that. Cousin Parky, that's how we talk about it. And I think, I told you one time when, I said, man, you were just sometimes 5 minutes down the road, turned right into Cousin Parky. That could be me. It could be anybody. But I saw you, what happens when Cousin Parky comes to visit. Now I know what to do. Because of you. Right? So thank you for leading the way. I know it can be okay. So can I tell him anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
Tell me anything.
Okay. So sometimes Don's brain doesn't want to walk forward. Right? He just wants to. And so, what would you do? What would a normal person do when you can't walk forward? You stop. He just walks backwards, like it's nothing, like he's dancing.
And that gives me the momentum, so I get to. I actually walking in a circle. And then young people at my school really like to watch me do that too. And then I got a chance to explain to third and fourth graders about how the chemistry works with the Parkinson's too. They asked me, why do you walk backwards, and how does walking backwards help you? And so I got to go into their class with my puppets and stuff and talk to them about Parkinson's. Yeah.
And then he was over here for lunch the other day. He's trying to get a movie made. So what's Cousin Parky? Cousin Parky, does he want to do the movie? No,
he doesn't want to do anything fun. He wants me to stay in bed. He wants me to, he wants me to get all down. He wants me to stay sedated.
Yeah, and he's trying to get rights to a novel.
Book.
Yeah, it's going to make a great screenplay. And so I thought of you for this show because Don, every day is a new beginning. Every minute is a new beginning for you. It's just always been that way.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So thank you for teaching me what a new beginning is.
And thank all of you for teaching me as well. Watching all of you.
Christy, is there anything from the audience they want to ask one of the guests before we start signing out?
I think we're all good right now.
Okay. I had a question. Oh, we got two things. Micah wants to give a book. Why don't you want to head into the kitchen and give it to him in there? Or you can just give it to him right here. Yeah, go ahead and talk about it here because we don't have you mic'd up for the kitchen. Yeah. Go ahead and talk.
All right. So Hermes and I actually haven't been formally introduced yet, but we met over a phone conversation, a conference call with Mark, Hermes, and myself a few weeks ago. And Hermes was telling me about these dishes that he's making, and being from Louisiana, I had to ask a bunch of questions and be like, "So, how are you gonna make that red beans and rice again?"
And all of y'all have an attitude about how to do it.
That's right. Hey, man, look. Everybody in Louisiana thinks they know how to do it their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell everybody, there's only one way to make a roux, okay? The only problem is there aren't two people in the state of Louisiana that can agree what that one way is. He knows.
Well, you got a gift for Hermes?
Yeah. So anyway, when we were talking on the phone, Hermes was like, "Yeah, well, I like to look at multiple recipes and find the commonalities between them, and see, figure out what the basic components of the recipe are, and the rest is just flair, which is something you don't hear a lot, because a lot of people think a recipe is a recipe and you have to follow it, and that's the only way to make something, right? And what I heard was that Hermes has a deeper understanding of the culinary arts than your average person, right? And so it made me think about this book. I have a copy on my shelf. Somebody gave me almost 20 years ago, and it's called Ratio by a guy named Michael Ruhlman, and it's about the basic ratios of cooking. So whether it's a bread dough versus a pasta dough, there's chapters on batters, stocks, sausage, different types of, mayonnaise versus hollandaise, and then the custard continuum is part 5. It tells you what are the basic things you have to have, and in what proportions to create this dish, right? Right. And so, I'm not saying you need it, because I could smell them fish cakes when you walk through here. All right, but I want you to have this.
I want to have it too.
No.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. Pass that through to him, would you, LaShawn? Yeah, thank you. Micah, that's so nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, when you mentioned it, this is it was stuck on my mind. It's haunting me. Because it's with so many things, not just cooking, but in life, once you've done it enough, you start to see patterns. You can kind of abstract things and kind of back up and see the recurring things, the patterns. And yeah, you can see the patterns in these different dishes. Yeah. And so it's interesting that someone actually sat down and wrote a book about this. It's great.
Awesome.
Once you see those patterns, then you can make things your own, and that's where the true art comes in.
Love it.
And I have a feeling, or I know, that you're one of those people.
Oh.
If only I had flour tonight,
Yeah,
dude.
He is, man. Much. Hermes, can I tell him how I know you?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Hermes and I are in a men's group that meets online a couple times a month, and we do deep work in there. We get really real in there together, a group of men, and we support each other, connect with each other, and help do some deep work so we can go back out in the world and not let it act out some other way, so it doesn't come out sideways. We just get to work. And so we did a bunch. Like, how many months were we together before I even met you in person? Because he lives out like in east part of Texas, away from here.
Down little dead end road.
And the day I moved in here on April 1st last year, he came over to help do all this with everybody. And that's the first time I gave him a hug in person. But yeah, very unique human being over there we got on our hands, and he can cook. He brought up what were some of those sushi rolls we came up with, or you came up with that time?
So what comes to mind is the cheeseburger roll.
A cheeseburger roll. Y'all ever had a cheeseburger sushi roll? We had a barbecue something, didn't we have a?
Well, so yeah, then we also did nigiri. So they're the sushi place, like they're the rolls, of course, that you think about, and they're also the nigiri, where there's like rice and then there's something on top of the rice.
Yeah.
And so the taste combo of that sweet sushi rice together with brisket is fantastic.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
and
did we have an enchilada roll too? I mean, it was just so unique to be doing like
you
the fusion
wanted to
part.
check out like a kind of Mediterranean stuff with like olives and that kind of thing. And that was a really good combo,
And Hermes, as soon as I called him and said, "Dude, Louisiana food, what do you think?" And he goes, "I do not want to be in line when someone says that doesn't taste like my mama's cooking." Here's the first thing he said. And I said, "Okay, man." And we ended up calling Louisiana inspired. But dude, you're as close to mama as we're going to get tonight. So, all right. Well, thank you, Hermes. And I got one quick question. It's important to me. How's the cornbread doing?
Yeah. So remember how this is the thing about flour?
Yeah.
Either it's in the trunk of my car, or we're going to have some interesting conversations here about who has flour in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So
we don't have cornbread tonight?
I think so, because it's actually pretty quick. And then I got the
gotcha.
I got the oven.
Well, the reason I'm expired because I got all this Irish butter. We melted it, and Melba put it in all these butter things.
Yeah.
So we're going to, as soon as we need a little few minutes, maybe 10, 15.
It's actually real simple.
This is going to look like a dinner table in a minute, and we're going to have all that out. It'll be fun. So everybody stick around. I think we should. I wondered, is there any question a guest has for another guest? I've always wanted to do that. Or a blessing that you have for another guest, or a blessing that you have for yourself.
I'd like to say a blessing to all people that struggle with mental health, because that's something, a parallel that I couldn't help but notice between my story and LaShawn's. And you didn't know this when you set this up, which I think is even more interesting. I mean, it's almost like serendipity, But, to people out there struggling with mental health issues, like, it's okay, and I think it's something we need to normalize. When somebody's sitting there, like, against the wall, holding their chest, they're having a panic attack, and they say, "I need a minute," just give them a minute. If they're in the conference room at work, just by themselves, give them some space, If they say, "Just give me some time," step out of the way. But in closing this, because I know we're running out of time, this is something we need to normalize. We need to talk about anxiety. Depression's difficult. There's a lot of guilt that goes along with that. But they often go hand in hand, And so, but I really want to pick on the anxiety right now, because, it needs to be normalized among friends, among family. We need to talk about the dinner table, talk about it at work. Do not let that conversation go, because a very large percent of our population struggles with that, and it's preventing so many people from reaching their potential. It's causing people to live in a whiskey bottle. It is destroying relationships. It is limiting careers, and we don't talk about it. That's stupid.
Amen, brother. Amen. Thank you. Thanks for talking about it.
Oh, that was supposed to be a blessing.
I know it, but it was a preach, too.
Let's just...
It was a good one.
Bless everybody that's going through it.
Yeah.
Because they need that blessing.
Yeah, man. For sure. Any other blessings? You crew, you can get in on this. We got mics all over the house now. By the way, nobody we got mics on the crew. We got mics on the audience, anybody want to offer a blessing or anything like that? We even got a mic on the stage. Anybody want to say something? You can, or anybody from our YouTube audience want to text a blessing to the world or to yourself or one of these beautiful people we interviewed today. Corey, can you put Corey's vocal mic up, Kathy? Okay.
Is it up?
Corey's going or LaShawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I just want to say this. Hey, look, whatever you're going through, this is your journey. It's no right or wrong thing that you do. You're just learning from every experience. And when you have those moments to yourself, reflect, improve on yourself before you get involved with anybody else, because you don't want to be broken and then try to go somewhere else and don't expect for nobody to fix you. You really got to focus on you. Once you do that, once you decide, man, I'm ready to change. No amount of words can do it, but your actions will. Mm-hmm. Stay focused, surround yourself with like-minded people, and excel. Let's get it.
Thank you, Corey. Oh, yeah. Oh, LaShawn, what about you, brother?
I just want to say from the moment I walked in here, it was beautiful. Everybody has a beautiful attitude. It's an honor to be here tonight, seriously, because, I've never done anything like this before, but it's beautiful. And everybody here, I'm appreciative to be here, and I'm appreciative to be around everybody in here tonight. So,
thank you, LaShawn. Appreciate you, man. Don, I'd like us to close before so Kathy, get ready to hit the video.
I do have a quick blessing, by the way.
Oh, Hermes has got a blessing from the kitchen.
It's been brought to my understanding that.
Why don't you look in the camera there a little bit so we can audience at home.
Camera.
Yeah.
A former guest on the show, Amy, neighbor, has a nephew, I believe, maybe cousin, who's having a birthday today. And so, wish this cousin or nephew a very happy birthday.
Awesome. Thank you, Hermes. Yeah, Amy put a lot of this studio together, too. I mean, anybody who walks by, it's like, you want to give me a hand or something? I learned that from you, Don. Just ask for help, man.
Light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, all is well.
Amen, brother. Amen. Let's watch this video that we did the other day, and then it will come back for one last little thing. This is Corey Hopkins.
In a little tent, oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard a living, and I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there, yeah, beyond the skies. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movies, and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me, no, hang around. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother, and And I say, brother, help me please. Then he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. But oh, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long. But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long, long time coming, and I know change gon' come. Change gon' come.
Oh my gosh, man. Dude, thank you
Nah, I
for being
appreciate
you,
man.
brother.
Nah, for real. Appreciate you, man.
Man,
It's been cool, man. For
it's
real.
been perfect.
Yeah.
Mike is over here dropping a mic.
Uh-oh.
You know?
Man, first off, Mark, I got to say, I know this your show, man. This your show.
This is our show, baby.
Man, I appreciate that too. But you can tell, see, the people that's here and everybody who I've encountered, man, genuine energy, and that's all I feed off of. You can ask anybody. If I vibe with them, I don't care about your title. You don't got to tell me who you are. I go by vibes. If I feel it, bam. Hey, you can tell me everything else later. With me and Mark, I was like, all right, cool, let me chop it up with him because he felt genuine. And I go by genuine energy just like with LaShawn, with Anna, Mo, and of course my wife.
And all these new people now.
And now all these new people. I appreciate it,
Hello,
man.
I cue up that ending thing. Dude.
Yeah, man. This is good, man. What's up, Mark, man?
Dude, we're
What's
just
up?
rolling it.
Yes, sir. You know, so, you give me the mic, I'm going to keep talking, man.
Good.
But I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to say before we close out? Because we're going to close out like we usually do as soon as we get that ending queued up.
Man, you know what? I'll
It's the
say
same
this,
as
man.
the beginning. Same as the beginning tonight, y'all.
All right, well, if you are an artist and you're going through something that can't really be expressed right now, maybe it's not the time to talk about it, but that you go through life and you're just, if you ever get in a spot, and I can speak for me, I remember when I went through my little situation and I was by myself, I was in a dark room and just looking outside, I saw all the cars passing by, and I would see from time to time somebody smiling when I was going through this stuff. I was like, what they smiling for, man? And I wanted to somehow make them not smile, not realizing that was me not wanting to be happy, not wanting to get out of my situation. But you're going to be in those moments where it feels like impossible to get out. But you learn from that place of despair. And I promise you, if you do that, you allow yourself to heal, you start going through the stuff, or do the stuff that you remember made you happy in the beginning. If it was dancing, go back to doing that. If it was singing, go back to doing that. If it's writing, because it's therapeutic, and once you get it out you, it ain't building up no more. So I highly suggest y'all find something that's going to alleviate any kind of stress. Surround yourself with like-minded people. You see, a.k.a. Mr. Mark, LaShawn, and everybody else, man, I love the media, so hey, I'm vibing.
All right, brother. Man, thank you, brother. I want to thank the crew again. Oh, my gosh. The crew was great today.
Yeah.
And just couldn't be happier and feel more love in this room. And if you like it, subscribe, right?
Subscribe.
You want to tell them to subscribe?
Hey, go ahead and subscribe. Listen, man. The little big voices or the big little voices. Either way, you know what it was. So listen. Right now, if you ever feel like you don't have a voice or you feel like nobody really cares, bam, you're wrong. Right now, people are waiting to hear your story. And if you want to hear more of this, all you got to do is hit that subscribe and you hit that like and you tell the next person. And you never know. You talk to Mr. Mark, hey, I'd like to tell my story.
It's done.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to put you on blast. We're just trying to help you get through your situation. That's it.
Awesome.
For real.
Man, I want to keep you around, man.
Hey, for real.
All right, one last thing. You want to take us out? I'll tell you how to take us out.
Man, how you want to? Go ahead, man. Tell me what I need to do.
Here's how you go. You go, thanks for joining us on Little Big Voices. And everybody's going to say, what? All right, here we go, Corey. Take us out and let's hit that video.
Man, listen, thank you for joining Little Big Voices. And we out of here, deuce. Yo.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Every time we stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs, mostly say hooray for our side.